In Not a Good Idea news submitted by Fat Station, a family that is too poor to buy milk needs their baby coffee every day.
Gives their baby coffee?
They feeds their baby coffee every day.
I thought you said needs their baby coffee.
I did say that.
It must be a really productive baby, because coffee makes me work hard.
They were feeding their baby this for 8 months already, and that's the only sustenance that they gave. Yeah.
It's not even the same. Why don't they go soy milk or almond milk
Well, they live in India, and so they're in like a really poor area.
How about mom's titties?
I don't know.
It's got nothing in there?
What about the bread?
That would at least add creamer
because
to it.
if they don't have enough food, she's probably not producing enough milk. So like,
not eating.
The baby's like 13 months old, and they've been feeding her coffee for.
I thought coffee was expensive too.
But is there something healthy with the coffee bean? There's nothing healthy?
Not that I know of.
There's no nutrients in
They
it.
put a little bit of sugar in there too.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah, it's weird though because the baby is like developing at a normal rate. Like they don't look malnourished. Obviously, it's not healthy for the baby, but they're not
so acidic and shit.
Just from coffee.
Yeah, so they only make $1.74 a day between the two of them, and that's how much it costs them to take care of their house.
So the whole family just drinks coffee all day.
They're just drinking coffee.
Wow.
They can't, I guess, give the babies like solid foods or anything.
They make $1.74 a day?
Yeah.
Ungrateful America, shut up. You could be living like that.
But
this is sad. That's sad. I can't live like that.
Why don't they give the baby solids?
yeah, they can't because she's too young.
At how many months? She's not that young.
A 14-month-old
No, she's good.
Yeah, what about like crushed apples? Like
Well, they haven't been doing that.
crushed fruits or
So this
something?
baby drinks 3 bottles of coffee a day, and they say that she demands her coffee all the time.
Because she's addicted to the caffeine.
Addicted to the caffeine. God damn.
I bet you she wakes up all groggy and shit. Like, I can't do anything right now.
Poor little
What
baby.
if she's just asking for a bottle like a normal baby and they're like, well, she needs her coffee?
The mom's like, we have no choice. Or, they can't buy milk, but she won't go to sleep unless she has her coffee.
How does she even go to sleep with coffee?
They should have given her decaf coffee.
Well, they don't.
Oh.
So they tried to get milk from like the donation centers, like charities and stuff, but I guess the charities never gave them the milk. So now that the story has blown up, they're getting like lots of donations of milk and stuff. And the doctor was like, yo, you need to stop doing this. It's gonna be really, really bad for your kid later. But yeah, sometimes they don't have any work at all. So this like cheap Kopi Tubruk coffee made by boiling coffee grounds with sugar is their go-to replacement.
Sounds kind of good though.
No.
Yeah, that does sound kind of good.
Cause like like in Asia or like India, when you think Indian coffee or like Turkish coffee or like coffee
strong.
Yeah, from like all over the world, it's just way stronger than American coffee. There's like a spice in there, maybe some cinnamon.
Yeah.
I just think it might taste good, kind of.
Oh yeah, sorry, it wasn't India, it was Indonesia. My bad. I remembered poorly.
You know what? Isn't that where they have those fucking toddlers that smoke cigarettes?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, there's actually, remember, I think we did a video on that, but there's like a toddler that loves smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
He's a meme. He's like,
I think I've seen the meme.
It's not
Yeah.
a meme. That child is in danger.
Yeah, it's not a meme, it's real life.
Yeah, I know.
But this is the.
There's a caption on it, so I made it a meme.
No.
So she's
Wait, they don't look that poor.
I know, $1.74 a day.
Like living.
She's getting titty milk. Look at the mom's titties. There's
Sell that.
there's fucking
There's
titty.
milk in there.
I know you could sell all of that furniture.
look at this is her face.
Yeah, I pictured way worse, like a dirt ground,
Yeah, I
dirt
did.
living room.
That's how you even said India. I'm like, okay.
They got tile.
When they would like doing articles, ask for a press feed. Like, let me get $100. Yeah, y'all come through and film my baby drinking coffee.
Oh my god, they started exploiting their kid?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. And on top of that, $1.75 a day sounds low to us, but if you convert it to their money, what if that's just a normal?
It sounds like it's still pretty poor for them. They can't afford milk.
But they have a house.
They got living room furniture. And
I know. They don't know how to manage their money, dude.
20,000 rupiah a day.
Because when I think about you can't afford milk, I'm thinking about like those like kids with the flies and shit, and then they're like, please give us money so we could build fucking a well.
Making poor decisions.
I was expecting
Another thing
a lot more dirt.
what they do for work.
Way more dirt.
Not enough dirt here.
Those laminated floors, man, what the fuck? That's way more than $1.25.
Sell your floor and then come talk to us. But yeah, they make money extracting copra or dried coconut flesh at a coconut plantation, which is like, well, why don't they use the coconut milk?
Yeah, or even coconut juice.
What the fuck?
Got so many access to coconuts. Or give them coconut meat.
Is like milk like a fucking commodity out there? Like in their like village?
Maybe they don't have milk like in abundance.
They couldn't buy formula or cow's milk.
They got soy milk though, they're
Maybe
Asian.
the baby's allergic to
Yeah.
milk, so that they have to like give them soy or like.
There's got to be cultures where you don't give milk to babies though. Like I don't know if that's
I don't know if that's a thing though, because the women naturally create the milk.
No, I mean outside of their titty.
Oh.
If it's coming out of the titty, then they know.
They do it for a year, because you can breastfeed for like a really long time.
No, I'm talking about cow's milk. Like I'm sure there's cultures out there that don't feed cow's milk to their titties.
I'm sure you can't replace it with coffee and sugar.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. But there's, I don't know. The mom, I was thinking of a skinny little like
Same.
Schindler's List mom. Like I was thinking like fat mom with big titties.
Yeah, because she has
She looks robust.
incredibly large breasts.
Yeah, her titties like filled with a gallon of milk.
Filled with
I didn't even see her titties. You guys are fat. Can I see her titties?
Yeah, you can see her titties.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're filled with milk, because like you can have just excess fat, and it doesn't mean that like you lack.
But
Yeah, not everyone can
she
lactate.
also looks like she's been hogging up all the calories in the house too. Compared to everyone else. So
We're not even making fun of her. It's just that
she got the most calories in the house.
It
That's-
really, for real, it really is the
You got a thyroid problem, Bart.
That kid's fucking eating, dude. There's no way that kid only had
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Look at how fat that kid
Fuck
is.
this.
Fuck this.
That kid is not.
You don't believe Oddity Central? I tried to Snopes this article, but it didn't come up.
That shit's a scam.
Yeah, she's eating. That baby's drinking. Well, I don't know. Yeah, no, that baby's
Something's
eating.
off here, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, based on the breast.
Yup.
Yeah. And
Based off the breast, she's
Based
eating.
off the breast.
That kid's eating good.
She got chubby cheeks too. The mom, like she's.
They're healthy. Taika was never that. Taika's still never been that big.
If they're gonna scam, they need to do a better job.
well, maybe they're getting fed really good at their coconut plantation.
Maybe they're eating the
Yeah,
coconut.
like they're eating well there, because coconut's really fatty. Maybe they're just eating like lots of coconuts, but then they can't bring it home because the work's like, no, only on the job.
I don't know. I'm calling bullshit. Get a cup and squeeze her titty. I want to find out.
I squeeze all the milk out and see how much comes out.
If even a drop comes out,
Yeah.
well, I'm calling bullshit on this.
These don't. I mean, I'm not a titty expert, but they don't.
I'm a titty expert.
Okay, do they look milk filled? Because
No, it doesn't work like that. Just because you have big titties doesn't mean you're lactating.
But she has a lot of.
What a waste, because
like round.
it's such a waste, because if her titties are that big, it should be able to support and hold it. It's like a
Yes.
tank.
Should be.
Yes.
It's like a SUV.
Biology
It doesn't work
failed
like
her.
that.
Okay, then what does she need to lactate with those?
Some women just aren't able to do it. Some can and some can't. And
Don't
then
you
even
just need
when
a guy to suck on him to kind of unclog
No.
it a little bit?
it doesn't work like that either, baby.
It's like you know when you siphon the water out of a fish tank.
Yeah.
You
gotta
gotta start
suck it
sucking
really
up,
hard.
and then it comes out, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
You have to have like optimal vitamin and like everything.
Not even that. Some shit could just the wiring could be off.
The wiring's off.
Yeah.
Just suck it clean so the wiring gets straightened out.
Those titties are too big to be lacking of milk.
Too big.
Too big.
Lacking lactating.
You know, my mother actually told me one day when I was a child, she was like, I didn't breastfeed you because my boobs were too nice.
That's what she said?
Yeah.
So what did she do? Did she just squeeze her titty in a
think-
cup and then gave it to you like that?
I think I just had coffee.
I heard it hurts if you don't empty it out.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
When I was younger, and I could be wrong, Gio, I assumed that those things were fully loaded, therefore her breasts looked better, and she was like, well, I'm gonna take advantage of this and go out and date.
If you lactate, they do get bigger. They stretch out.
But they leak.
You're not. Well, that happens. Once you're not lactating anymore, they're not as big. But they did get stretched out, so now they're floppy titties. So they do get.
National Geographic titties?
They get
like
fucked up
that.
no matter what.
But they get floppy, yes. Like my boobs got so much softer after I stopped.
Softer.
So
Like
that's the
flappy,
float of it.
like it's not firm.
Like droopy?
Well, I have fake tits, so they didn't get droopy, but they got softer.
They have the mommy makeover surgeries where like you could get breast augmentation
Yeah, so
and
they can like pick them up.
tucks and like they like just make you look not like you just had a baby.
So wait, let me just boil it down to this.
Yeah.
When I have a child, if I want my boobs to look nice, do I breastfeed the child?
Either way, your boobs are gonna get fucked up.
Or do you care about the child? If you care about the child, you probably want to breastfeed a little bit.
Health or your titties?
And that's not even scientifically proven either.
Okay.
Just because you give formula versus breast milk doesn't necessarily mean that it's.
Because you breastfeed and then like they get deflated, or you don't breastfeed and then eventually the milk goes away and they get deflated. So
I thought that was scientifically scientifically proven because all the antibodies and everything that the mom picks up or to immunities and things like that goes through the breast milk.
Yeah, passes on.
Well, they want the first when they're first born. No, like your first cycle of it. They do want them to get that out. From that point on, it doesn't. Scientifically, they can't prove which one would be better. You would assume the mother's milk would be better.
But it does burn calories to breastfeed.
It does. You're constantly
What are you
starving.
doing? Flapping your arms like that? Or?
Well, what's the difference
It's a lot of
between
energy for your
breastfeeding and just pumping that shit out and then giving the bottle to the baby?
There is no difference.
So then, just having a kid in general is gonna produce milk, and you're gonna have to pump it, right?
For some people, yeah.
but
Or you just leave the milk in there.
Well, if they're able to lactate,
Is it bad to leave the milk in there?
it hurts. It's really painful
ever
because
get
it gets
rotten?
engorged.
Spoiled.
Yeah.
I saw one time on a show.
No, it just goes away. It's like your sperm. Oh, but that has to come out too, right?
Comes out in wet dreams, baby.
I watched a show one time where this lady had to milk herself because her boobs hurt. Is that true?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very painful. Yeah, and then like if you only pump one side versus the other, this one gets deflated and this one's just engorged, and you're like in fucking pain.
That's why I have to suck on them for her, not for me.
Damn.
This is horrible.
It is horrible, and I'm not even talking about the actual fucking breastfeeding part of it. Like your nipple gets raw, dude.
Dude, what would y'all do, the homies, if y'all were hooking up with a lady and like midway through you were just like, oh shit, she's lactating.
I'd start drinking it.
Oh my god.
It don't taste good either.
And then I'll be like, oh wait, I'm leaking too. You gotta suck on it too. My milk's coming out.
Oh no.
We can suck on each other's milk.